Well, today we're going to make this beautiful mushroom quiche. Oh, unbelievable flavours in this. You've got to make it. Right, let's get cooking, shall we? Right, so here are the ingredients for our mushroom quiche. Going to be quite different because I was inspired by Tom Garvey, who has a channel, the keto. He's got a keto channel and he's got the Sunday Night Chef. But he started his last recipe with cleaning out the fridge, and I thought that's such a good idea. So I've got some. These mushrooms are fairly recent. These are a bit elderly. This leftover capsicums looking a bit elderly, this parsley looking a bit elderly, leek looking a bit elderly, so I thought I'd use them up and make this beautiful mushroom quiche. Right, so we're going to start with the pastry. We're going to blind bake our pastry in this quiche dish first. Now I've got 2 sheets of pastry here because I don't think one will quite do it. I'm just waiting for that to thaw and then we'll get started. In the meantime, I have greased my quiche dish. So I'm using 2 types of pastry today. I've got my short crust pastry for the base of my quiche. And then for the sides, I've got flaky puff pastry. So this is the short crust pastry. Right. So now we'll put our sides in and we'll just press it down there so that we get a good join. Now don't worry about these sides being quite high because my experience has been in the past that these will shrink. Alright. And I'll just continue with this, come back when I've finished. Right, there we go. Don't worry about these patches here where I've run out of pastry. You can cut and paste bits in there. It's very forgiving because it will fuse together during the baking. We're going to blind bake these at 180 degrees for 15 minutes. Before you put this in the oven, put some baking paper in the base of it, and you can pour, some people use chickpeas, other people use dry red kidney beans, anything that will weigh this down and stopping the air getting underneath during the blind baking. That's all ready, into the oven it goes. While that's all going on, you can wash your mushrooms and get them prepared. Once you've washed your mushrooms, then you want to slice them fairly generously, shall we say, just like that. I'll come back when I've finished. Right, I've chopped my mushrooms and roughly chopped my onions. And now on with my leek. And there we are, there's our leeks all done. Now let's get this pastry out of the oven. Right, there's your pastry. Oh, that's hot, be careful. And just remove that very carefully. Now you can see how this is fused together here, and also how it's actually shrunk from the sides as well. But we've still got a decent amount of pastry here for our quiche. Let's start filling it. Now we'll need to prepare some of our filling, in particular the onions and our mushrooms. So 2 tablespoons of butter and a tablespoon of olive oil. The oil will stop the butter from burning. And we'll come back and put our onions in. Right, in with our onions. And we'll just cook them for about 5 minutes. Right, that's the onions getting nice and soft. Now, with a colossal amount of mushrooms. So I mean half a kilo. And once they start oozing their water, that'll soon become half that size. I will come back when it's ready to add some more things. And now we're going to season our mushrooms. I've got half a teaspoon of pink salt, half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and a teaspoon of garlic powder. Right, let's pour those seasonings in now, stir them through, and then turn the heat off. Because we are ready to complete. I have to make the egg sauce that binds the quiche together as well. Right, first we're going to add 5 eggs. Into this we're going to add 300 ml of cream, a few chili flakes, about 1/8 of a teaspoon I guess you'd call it, and just a pinch of garlic powder as well. There we are. And I will whisk that, and then we will assemble the quiche. Make sure you give this a good whisk until it's the colour of custard. Right, firstly, before we start, make sure you've got your oven at 150 degrees. Then, in with your leeks. Just spread them evenly. This is half a leek, by the way. And I've cut most of the green off. Here we are. Such an underrated vegetable, the leek. Let's get some parsley in there. I think strawberries and parsley, highest source of vitamin C. So that's all good, isn't it? Then we've got some grated cheese here. Just a little bit, about half. I've got about a cup in all, I guess. And if you put about half in here, that will do you very nicely. Now our mushrooms. Beautiful. I mean, if you're a mushroom lover, you'll be drooling by now. Because I am. Oh. Just gorgeous, isn't it? It's actually hard to believe, really, that this is a vegetarian dish. It really is. Just so hearty. And the flavours, so yummy. Rightio. Now for our second layer of cheese. Right. And let's pour over our egg mixture. We want this to spread evenly across the quiche and throughout the quiche. And then some camembert on the top. Now, whatever you do, share this recipe with a friend, because they will love you for the rest of their lives. I feel like, firstly when you make this you feel like hiding it from everyone. There we go. That's going to have one more addition, which is some spring onions. Mainly for contrast and colours. And that's going into the oven for between 45 minutes and 60 minutes. And I'm going to pop that in now and we'll set the timer. And there we have it, out of the oven. It took a full hour in the end. Beautiful though, absolutely beautiful. Once that cools down a bit, I'll cut it and we'll have a taste. Right, so this is time for tasting. I've cut a wedge out of it and quite hot. Let's have a taste of this filling, shall we? Oh wow, the creaminess of that camembert with the mushroom and the crispiness of that cheddar cheese. Wow, nothing not to like about this, I can tell you. Dangerous quiche, very dangerous quiche. Right, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you make this at home. I really appreciate you spending time to have a look at this, and I will catch you hopefully on my next recipe.